the cheek of the little conk. I felt like slapping her face.
Oh, well, wouldn't she have loved that, eh? Stooping to her level. Alma, just remember, you have got one thing that she will never have. Class. All right? Mind you, if you'd said, I'd have slapped her face for you.
You wouldn't let a little personal discomfort get in the way of a unique experience, would you?
You're not still thinking about getting your nipples pierced, are you?
No, no. I'm talking about the Eclipse. I mean, I've got a tent, a big one, enough room for 2 more. I've even got the site booked, everything.
What, and you want me to come with you?
Well...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great.
Well, actually, the person I was thinking of is a lot better looking than you.
Oh, all right.
Seeing as though she's not up for it, well, yeah, why not? Go on, then.
You sure? I mean, I wouldn't be cramping your style.
I wish.
Oh, brilliant. Same again?
Yeah. And if you snore, you're a dead man.
Lovely. Could do with brightening up a bit, though, still. I suppose that was her. Mike likes things brighter and fresher.
Are you sure he won't come back?
No, not for ages yet. Anyway, what if he does? I didn't nick the key, you know.
So, how often do you stay here, then?
Oh, all time, nearly. Only pop back to mine now and again. Mike needs the rest, bless him.
Well, has he asked you to move in, then, now that everybody knows?
Well, he'd like me to, obviously, but I like being mates with you lot.
Well, being mates didn't count for much when you were seeing him in secret.
Don't get mardy on me. Mike made me promise. How could I tell you?
I wouldn't have told a soul.
Not even Kevin?
No. But... So it's serious?
Like I say, I'm not turning me back on my mates because of him. There ain't a bloke worth that anyway. Not even Mike.
Look, I better get going or Kevin will be wondering where I've got to.
Let him wonder. Have a drink.
No, thanks. It'd be awful if Baldwin came in.
I told you he won't be back for ages.
Right, well, see ya.
Yeah, of course.
Hi.
Hiya.
You all right?
Yeah, why shouldn't I be?
If you're wondering if she's been crying her eyes out over that money, she hasn't.
Good.
I have, though. If you can throw away £2,000, I must be paying you too much. You should have saved some, Leanne.
Oh, you don't understand.
Well, I do, actually. And if you had saved some, you could have backed a few outsiders at the races next week.
Oh, yeah, that trip. Do you fancy it? There's lots of people going.
Yeah, great.
Here you go.
Can't go.
Why not?
My dad's name's down here. Someone's got to look after the shop. I'll tell you what, let's just put our names at the top.
Why?
Because then it looks like we were there first, and he's the one that's got to stay behind.
I'll pretend I didn't hear any of that.
People are going mad about it, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's a big deal. I mean, the next time there's a solar eclipse in this country, I'll be pushing up the daisies and you'll be 108.
Don't talk like that.
And that's what it means. You know, the birds will think it's night and they'll all stop singing.
Like we'll notice that in Weatherfield.
They also reckon an evil despot will be born in the hours of darkness.
What do you think?
Me? I'm going for the gig. It'll be like Glastonbury. Massive. Just loads of people all wanting to experience, feel something dead special.
Wow. I wish I were going.
Yeah, well, it's important for you to open yourself up to new experiences.
Not much chance of that round here. Probably nobody will even notice. And nobody understands what it means like you.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm in touch with my earth, aren't I?
My mum would probably let me come, you know, if I told her about opening myself to new experiences.
Well, I wish you could be there, but it's not my shout. Well, it's Curly's tent, sort of. His car. Sorry.
Hey, Natalie, you'll do all right at the races if you stick with me.
Oh, yeah?
I worked at the course, remember? I've got plenty of inside info.
From the horse's mouth, you mean?
Wrong end. He was mucking out stables.
Hey, I talked to people, I did. I've got a foolproof betting system.
Oh, so have I. You tell me what you're backing, I'll put my money on somewhere else.
All right, cheers.
Thank you.
I don't know what she's got against Garrett. I suppose could ask next year, be my best man. He used to have some right laughs.
Don't think I know him.
We fell out when Ollie Morehouse did my maths homework and I won't let him copy. It were wrong and all. We've never spoke since.
How old were you?
14.
So by now he could be a mass murderer.
I think I'd have read somewhat if he were.
It's supposed to be somebody close, Ashla.
Well, he's Boris from work.
You don't want Boris. You want Gary. Now, don't you back down on this. I say don't back down on this. It's your wedding every bit as much as it's hers. You decide who's going to be best man.
Fred's right, lovey. A woman needs a man to be strong and firm.
If you don't put your foot down now, that's it. She'll walk all over you for the rest of your life. You tell her it's your decision.
Yes. Tell her Fred says that you're to make up your own mind.
I don't know. She got dead soppy about it this morning.
Yes, well, she's overwrought. I mean, it's all part of the traditional wedding. Mind you, I'll tell you, I'll be as glad as you are when it's all over.
There you go.
Thank you. You know, I've been thinking. Big Cram was having a go at me this morning about not being daring enough.
Well, now's your chance to prove him wrong by coming to Cornwall with me and Spider.
Spider?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's this kind of thing, isn't it?
Well, you didn't mention him before.
Well, he wasn't coming before.
Oh, well, I'm definitely out in that case. I mean, you know what he was like with me 2 months back. I mean, sharing a tent with him and a once-in-a-lifetime experience like the eclipse, it's bound to get the wrong idea.
Well, I could put him off.
No, don't be daft. Like you say, it's his kind of thing. And to be honest with you, if I've got to do something more daring, I'd rather go bungee jumping than sleep in a tent.
Pint and a white wine, please, Leanne. Surprised to see you here. Thought you might be busy, spending your ill-gotten gains.
Well, actually, it's already gone. At the casino last night, it was great.
You what?
Yeah, lost the lot. Blew every penny of your stinking £2 grand. You are joking. No.
Flaming hell, Leanne.
After all you put us through for that money.
Hey, what's this about £2 grand?
Are you sure you still want a white wine, Gail? Like you could do with the brandy to me.
I couldn't resist having a good nosy. But I was dead frightened Mr. Baldwin had come back.
Oh, why? If she's living with him, you can't expect her not to have friends round, can you?
But I don't think she is. There's not enough of her stuff there.
All right, little Sherlock Holmes, aren't you?
I feel really sorry for her.
You are, sweetie.
Why?
I can't think of anyone else who'll have any sympathy for Linda Sykes, but you seem to look for the best in everyone, don't you?
Well, it's better than being the other way.
Yeah, well, I reckon she's going to need you soon enough.
What do you mean?
Well, bound to end in tears, isn't it? You know, I mean, she's a young, fit lass, and he's what, pushing 60.
I'm sure she knows exactly what she's doing, and if it does end up in tears, Baldwin will be the one who's crying.
I hope this isn't inconvenient, me coming here like this.
If you mean is Ken in, no. Drink?
Yeah, why not?
Not rushing back to Linda, then?
We don't live together, you know.
None of my business.
I need you back there, Deirdre, before the place falls apart.
Mike, there are plenty of people out there far more qualified than I am, if that's what you want.
No, I don't. I've had enough change in my life these last couple of months. The last thing I want is some outsider coming in and changing things.
Then give the job to Linda.
Look, she's a good kid, whatever you may think of her. But she couldn't run that office. I'll talk some sense into her. Now, come on, Deirdre, please.
Cheers. Oh, that's right.
I don't believe you blew £2 grand in one night.
Oh, it's not to do with you.
It flaming well is. Getting money out of them plats was my idea. Remember?
Pint, Gary.
Oh, yes, please. What's wrong now, Les? She only blows her divorce settlement in one night. 2,000 flipping pounds.
What I could do with £2 grand.
You know, you'd have paid a solicitor hundreds for the advice I gave you. And what do I get out of it? Flaming nout.
Look, I didn't want the money. I just wanted my life back. Nobody calling the shots. Not Nick, not the Platts, and not you, all right?
Well, it's disgusting if you ask me. Turning your back on your family like that.
Yeah, well, there's been plenty of times when you should have spent money on your family instead of beer, so consider yourself paid back.
See? Told you should have listened to me.
I did listen. You gave me no option. Martin, I don't care what she did with the money. She could have spent it on clothes, holidays, or having her hair done. If you think I'm going to walk round in a hair shirt with you and that self-righteous look on your face, forget it.
Well, the ironing beckons.
Oh, leave the ironing, Curtly. I'm going for a pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah, I've got chores to do as well, but I'm putting them off. I'm exploring my wild side.
No, going for a pizza is not exactly bungee jumping.
Well, I'm building up slowly, all right?
Hello. We're doing something crazy. Fancy coming?
How crazy?
We're putting off the washing and the ironing, and we're going for a pizza.
No, thanks. I don't think I'll bother.
All right, see you.
Hi.
Hiya. Where are we going then?
Can I buy you a pint, Gary?
No, that's a question that should be asked more often.
2 pints, please, Natalie.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a favour I wanted to ask.
Oh, yeah. No such thing as a free lunch, is there?
Well, we've been through some right times together, haven't we?
Yeah, I suppose we have. What with your Shannon and Zoe?
You know, when Shannon died, I never thought I had the right to be happy again. Not when something so unfair happened to baby.
Well, sometimes I look at my two. I think the same thing. But you can get over anything with time. You're happy now, aren't you, with Maxine?
Aye, dead happy.
So what's this favour, then?
Well, to be honest, I need a best man. Well, I wondered if you fancied